we not only have to study the Bible and study the Bible and study the Bible, comparing Scripture with Scripture, but we have to pray and hope and beg the Lord, oh, open my spiritual eyes that I might understand, because the Bible is a living book. It's not an ordinary book at all.
And how do you feel the Bible lady tried to take her life and her two daughter's life? How do you personally feel about that?
How do you feel about this woman who took her own life?
She tried to take her life and her two daughters' life. Based on your
her life, and you remember?
I heard that someplace, that there's a woman who
she attempted to do this?
Killed her two children? Is that what you're talking about?
Yes.
Did she kill them or attempted to?
I'm sorry?
She attempted to. She did not kill her children.
She took it in a literal
way. Oh, she attempted.
She attempted to.
Oh, okay. That makes me feel better, because death is, murdering is terrible. It's contrary to everything the Bible teaches. That would have been a horrible thing if she had done that. That would make me weep. That would fill me with sorrow that she would do that. The Bible teaches that we are to save life, not kill. If there's going to be death, leave it to God. God knows who He wants to kill and make alive. That's His business, not our business. And so I'll tell you, what you just told me is a great relief to me, because I'd be sick at heart if someone had done such a stupid thing.
But do you take any responsibility for that, though? Do you take any responsibility for that?
Mr. Camping, do you take any responsibility for that fact?
I don't have any responsibility. I can't be responsibility of anybody's life. I'm only teaching the Bible. I'm not teaching what I believe, or that that I'm the authority. I'm simply telling, this is what the Bible says. And I don't have spiritual rule over anybody. Now, what is your question?
Mr. Camping, you admit that the Bible is very complex and difficult to interpret, that you made a mistake about what happened on Saturday, that it was spiritual and not physical, even though you guaranteed it would be physical. How can you now, in good conscience, tell your followers that the world will end in October, when you have made a mistake interpreting the Bible already?
Well, I have never told anybody that I'm infallible, not at all. But His proofs are infallible, because they come right out of the Bible. The signs that He has given, like Gay Pride, is evidence of we're on the threshold of judgment, or a fantastic increase in wickedness, and so on. All of that they are signs that God gives, and that is very trustworthy. But what I say is not. I'm not infallible. That's why I again and again in a way, I'm kind of smiling. I have many pastors who are friends, and but I've never heard a pastor from the pulpit ever say, you know, I used to teach this, and now, no, that's not true. Dr. Spencer did tell me. He's dead now, so I can talk about him. He's a friend, and we used him in family radio for quite a few years. We still use him because, oh my, the Lord had really laid His hand on him. But except for Dr. Spencer, I have never heard a pastor ever say, I was mistaken when I taught you last year. And now I've done a lot more study in the Bible, and God has opened my eyes, and now I want to teach you this. Now there may be some, but I haven't heard them. And yet there isn't any student of the Bible that can say, you know, I have never made a mistake, or I only remember one mistake. If we're learning, of course we're going to teach as God opens our eyes, and then later on we may say, oh my, I said that back then and it wasn't correct. And if you listen to all the family radio, you'll find me here saying again and again, I used to teach this, and now I know it was wrong. And I don't hesitate, because it's my ego is not at stake. What difference does it make? All I have to do is be honest, that's all. I'm honest, trying to be honest with the Bible. I'm honest with those who are listening to me.
And you have not publicly apologized. Are you prepared to do that at all?
What was that question?
Are you willing to publicly apologize for what you said about May 21, the character of May 21.
For your mistake.
For your mistake.
If people want me to apologize, I can apologize. Yes, I did not have all of that worked out as accurately as I should have, or I wish I could have had it. That doesn't bother me at all, because I'm not a genius, and I pray all the time for wisdom, and when I make an error, then I say, yes, I was wrong. I have said that already more than several times tonight. I was wrong. It was to be understood spiritually, not physically, and yet the sense of it is still the same, that judgment has come. The world is now under judgment where it was not prior to May 21. Because spiritually, there's a big difference in the world that we can't detect it all with our eyes, but we can know from the Bible.